back to the channel, guys. This is our PBA Tour Week 4 update. We just got done bowling in Decatur, Illinois at Dave Small's Victory Lanes. Simon was your winner. Congrats to him. We're going to break down our performance, what we drilled, and what went on for the week. Before we get started, if you guys are interested in watching the vlogs, it's on the secondary channel, the Vitamin D Tang channel. Link in the description below. I'd appreciate if you guys head over there and subscribe. We're about the time of filming 2,500 subs away from giving away a ball on that channel. So if you guys want a chance to win a ball, head over there, check it out. I want to start with balls that I drilled. So we bowled 2 8-game blocks. It was a 2-squad event because the center wasn't big enough for a 1-squad event. We were on A squad, so we bowled first, and then we bowled in the evening on the second day. We bowled on 43 feet. After practice session, I drilled Ion Pro Solid and a hybrid 40. So I pretty much threw those 2 balls the entire time. I started the tournament trying to throw the Bionic. I had a taller pin, I think 5x5x4. If you guys are interested in seeing all my layouts, Patreon is going to be your spot to be basically a library of layouts for my PBA Tour layouts. So I appreciate if you guys check that out. But yeah, 5x5x4, I believe, on that Bionic, which I gave away. So I'm going to take it off of my ball sheet. I threw it for 3 frames at spare, 4 to the middle. At that moment, I went, yeah, this isn't it. I feel like this ball's forcing me to throw it down the lane rather than just floating down the lane. Free push, free hook. Didn't have free push. My ball was crossing up real bad. You know, I forced it to the right, didn't let it go light. I get it up the lane, hooked too early. So that's not a place where you want to be ever. So I went to the Ion Pro Solid that we drilled. I kind of bailed the game, shot 2-0. Didn't feel super comfortable. The approach is really sticky again this week, but I did manage to get to about 75 over after 4, I think. And then I finally bowled some pretty good games. The last 2 games of the block, I did the hybrid 40. I wasn't too happy about the last game. I had 250 going into the 8th frame and it turned into 190. So I had open, spare open to finish the block, and not how you want to finish blocks. But I did get to 170 over. I think I was about 190. Yeah, I was 190 and change over with 1 to go. Could have bowled 250 to get to almost 250 over, and then that didn't happen. So I was at 179 after the first block. Not a bad block by any means. Go on the truck, drilled a Road Warrior, which is a bit stronger than the hybrid 40. I felt like the hybrid 40 was getting too far down the lane, which is why I had a hard time knocking them all down. So the next day, I think I started with the Ion Pro Solid this time. Didn't bowl a whole lot better. I actually bowled worse to start. I think I got 30 over through 4. So that put me at 230 over, about 215 over with 4 to play. We all thought, you know, the cut after the first block was 165 over, so we all anticipated to get to like 330-ish, 340, but ended up only getting to 320 and change. So game 5, I ended up on 279. I went to IQAI, didn't throw that the first block, but the lanes were getting considerably tighter down lane. I was getting the weaker balls faster so that we can get our ball to shape down lane, but IQ Tour AI has got that nice IQ Tour core control, but it's still clean. I bowled 760 the next 3 games, so that was huge. 760 got me to about 370 over. Go to my last game pair. There were 2 righties on that pair. Oh, I bowled by myself again this week. I bowled with 2 lefties. The US Open, I bowled 2 lefties. So 40 games straight, I bowled by myself on the right side of the lane, which could be good, could be bad. Wasn't as bad this week. Actually might have been a good thing because the scores were higher, so the pictures are a little more straightforward. Don't have to move as much. US Open, it was awful. Yeah, there was a pair I couldn't figure out. It stayed that way. Yeah, going into the last game, I looked over 2 righties. They both struggled. They had 170 and 2-0. I'm like, yeah, I feel like I can do things that they can't do. So I was like, okay. My start, I think I go super light, roll the 2-pin, leave the 10-pin. I'm like, okay. I throw the next one. It just ramps off at 6 to the middle. I go, oh my God, okay, that's not good. I go back to the left lane. I think I struck. Then I go back to the right lane, make a move. I 2-7-8. I moved 3 off of 3-6-10, thinking that my ball's hooking super early and it's not clear in the front, so I felt like I needed to move. Little did I know, didn't have to make that move. That was kind of a one-off shot. Maybe it was something I did, got in the lane too fast. I don't know, but didn't have to do that. I ended up going to the Hustle X-Ray in the 8th frame. It was strike, 10-pin, and then I punch out for 179 to get to 350 and change over, which was about 30 clear of the cut. So even if I open at 10th for 150, I still make it, but shooting matters at these events. So obviously I was trying to get as many pins as possible. I qualified 24th. They took 32, but 24 made the Matchplay bracket. Going to the catcher's round, we had 6 more games before they cut to the top 24. I bowled okay. You know, I was kind of yipping it a little bit, still not really trusting what I was seeing. I drilled a different Bionic. If you guys want to see the layout again, Patreon. Different Bionic, needed to be a little bit smoother, a little bit cleaner. I had a good start. I had 270 working, and then I started yipping it again, not trusting it through it, over the toe, 3-6-10, 3-6-10, spare, 3-6-10. So I 3-6-10 3 times in the last 4 frames. I was pretty upset about that because I had a good look. Felt like I should have bowled at least 250, but I didn't because I made a lot of bad shots. The next game, I was still fighting myself, still kind of over the top in it. I ended up going to the Ion Pro Solid. So I had 220 to start, 220 game 2. Just, again, it's hard to beat other players that are considered the best in the game when you're fighting against yourself. So it all eventually kind of got ironed out. I had 230, 240 the next couple games, switching between balls. I threw Hyperdrive Pro a little bit, ended up throwing the Road Warrior after that for the rest of the block. I had a really weird pair. I started with a double, and then I split 3 times in a row. The third one was a 310, picked it up, and I struck, made an adjustment, and then I 2-8-10. I'm like, oh my God, this is bad. So I was looking at 150 for a little bit, but I ended up punching out for 199, so that was big. Going to the last game, pair it looked tricky. The guy struggled. There were a couple of 160s. Dio came off that pair. He was throwing the backup ball. I don't know if he was still throwing urethane or not, but he didn't bowl a good game. But I start with a strike, then I throw it decent. I tried to play the right lane, took less. So I actually moved 1 back to the right, and I 4-10. So that wasn't necessary. I ended up playing the lanes the same. Then I 10-pin, throw a 4-bagger, so I could still pull 250. I am 22nd with 1 to go. So I'm like, okay, I should be okay. Guys are starting, scores are coming down. Just keep making good shots and we'll be fine. I 10-pin, still got 230 left. Okay. I kind of hit up on one a little bit, 3 6s. I'm like, okay, if I stay clean, I should make it still, because everyone around the number was bowling like 2-0, 190. Get up there and chop it. I'm like, okay, now I feel like I need a double. I don't know what the scores are looking like exactly, so I don't know. But a little frustrated, but I sat down. It's like, just make 2 good shots, whatever happens. Get up there, pure the first one. I actually thought about re-racking it because the rack was a little bit tight, but it hit the right part of the pocket and it was flush. So thankful for that. And the second one, pured that one as well. That one actually piled rode the 8-pin. I ended up making the cut by 480 and I was 489. So I made it by 9, but I qualified 22nd. After the catcher's round, I learned I'm bowling Tomas. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. I'm gonna keep calling him Kaiko. I've always called him Kaiko. Yeah, fine, I'm bowling him. He was throwing urethane the whole tournament. So I bring the urethane ball in from the car. I try that the first game. I start with the front 3, then I go 9-pin, 9-pin. And then I try to make a move, and then I'm not really exactly sure what the lanes are doing, but I end up shooting 220. He needs the first one in the 10th to beat me. He gets it. Okay. I kind of anticipated him to beat me the first 2, not saying that I wanted to lose or I wasn't going to try, but I knew his look was good. He bowls 300 the second game, so he's averaging 270 at me. Like, okay, at this point, I'm still like, I'm fine. I'm all right. Kind of rifled through some balls. I did a concept for a little bit right after the red ball. Wasn't great. Wasn't quite reading the lane the right way. So I'm throwing the reactive balls. Finally get back in the Ion Pro Solid. I could bowl 250 going into the 9th frame. He could bowl 260. I throw it terrible. Like, my hands got really clammy or felt really gross. It felt like my hands were stuck to the ball, and it felt weird. And I went up there, made a bad shot, opened in the 9th, basically wins the game. I'm like, okay, all or nothing now. Down 3-0, we gotta do something. I think I throw the Viking this game. I go strike 2-8-10, I think, spare. I don't remember the sequence, but I know there was a 2-8-10 there. I wasn't really sure what the lanes were doing, how much I could go around it, how much hold I had. As he was throwing urethane, I threw urethane, so there was hold. I just didn't really know to what point or what degree I had hold. So I end up balling back up to the bionic to try to blend the lane out a little bit. So I get up there, I wrap it down on the left lane, I go, okay. Go back to our ball rep, and then Chris watched do. I'm like, I feel like I need to move back into it and throw it firmer. And our ball rep goes, I don't think you need to throw it firmer. So I'm like, okay. So I go to the right lane. I think I struck, and I go to the left lane, move back into it, throw at the same speed, 6 to the middle. I'm like, oh God, that's not good. So in my head, I'm like, I needed to be firmer. So that's the move I made. It looked like Tomas wasn't going to give me a chance because he had strike, spare, strike, I think. And he spares and then 5th and then strikes. So he's got 230 left. I have 210. I'm like, okay. If he paces this, he bowls 190. I can still win. So I get up there, make my adjustment, pack. Cool. He gets up there. I think he's still pacing 190 something. He eventually he's sparing the 9th. He can strike up to a 9. I can strike up for 213 with the 9th frame on. So I get up in the 9th, strike on the right lane, get on the left lane. It's online, but I rotated it so much. Like there were 2 key moments that needed to happen in this game. Game 3, I had to make a good shot in the 9th to give myself a chance at 250. Didn't do that. And then the 10th frame, game 4, I just rotated it way too much, wrapped at 10, and then I was basically done because I didn't think he was gonna open. So that was the only chance of me winning that match or that game, is if he opened in the 10th. But he didn't. I got 4-0'd, but You know, I haven't bowled a best of 7 match in a long time, so on tour at least. You know, just kind of getting my feet wet again, hoping for more opportunity. No, not hoping. We're gonna give ourselves more opportunities because we need the reps. When you get into situations that you haven't been in a long time, it's kind of hard to get a read of the lay of the land. You know, in your head, you know how it works, but when you just get into the moment, that's when things, you know, you start to feel things a little differently. So we're now here in Fort Wayne, Indiana for the 5th week of the tour stop. This is our 5th week of our 10-week swing. So we're about to be halfway through the first swing. Not too bad. I already have half as many points as I had last year, so that's cool. And we still have 11 more events. So far so good. We're doing okay. Not great by any means. We have 2 22nd place finishes. One's at a major, and then this past week was 22nd as well. Yeah, this week is a little different. It's eliminator format. I think it's 1 squad, 39 feet. Scores are gonna be probably on the higher side because that's how Dave Smalls likes his events. But shout out to Dave Smalls, always a great great host, provides snacks, got little garbage cans on the tables for us. He just treats us super well and welcomes the PBA with open arms. So we appreciate you, Dave. Thank you for having us. If you guys made it this far, thanks for the support. Thanks for watching the video. I'd appreciate it if you guys subscribe. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, if you already did, like the video, comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this week, where I'm gonna finish. What else you guys wanna see on the vlogs? I know we've been going to some card shops and picking up some stuff. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you're seeing the pickups that I get. It's a little different this year. I've never kind of gotten into the card scene like this, picking up slabs and singles and going to shops, bartering. It's kind of fun. Chris is definitely better at it than I am with the sports cards. He's good at getting the deals. He's looking at comps. I'm not really looking at comps as much. I just have a rough idea in my head, but I'll get better. But yeah, thanks guys. This is week number 4 of the PBA Tour, and on to bigger and better things. See you next time.
I don't see you fighting. I don't